All right, welcome back to the channel. Ready to Love fans, gather round, because we need to talk about this latest episode that gave us love connections, awkward rejections, and one man who clearly thought he was on a whole different show. The third episode of the season had all the fixings of a messy first date, sparks flying, awkward silences, and someone getting left at the table wondering how they got there. Let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about the glow-ups. Now that everyone's here, the energy has shifted, like that moment at a party when you realize there are actually options and you don't have to settle for the first person who buys you a drink. We saw some new crushes forming, old ones fizzling, and a few folks just straight up wasting their time. Diona? Oh, she's locked in. And who's got her heart racing? None other than Cisco. She is eating up that masculine energy like a 3-course meal, and honestly, I don't blame her. Then we've got Angie, who was out here trying to see what's good with Wayne, only to realize that man moves at the speed of dial-up internet. So she pivots. Enter Eddie, who suddenly has two ladies peeping his game. Eddie must have gotten a fresh haircut or something, because all of a sudden Coley is into him too. Meanwhile, True is looking at Eddie like a project with potential, trying to figure out if she should roll up her sleeves and get to work. Let's not forget Fritz, who's still a hot commodity, with both Rocky and Rose keeping their eyes on him like a designer handbag at a sample sale. Talil has Ty feeling intrigued, while Kiara is deep in the J sauce. That man could probably sneeze in her direction and she'd be writing his last name in her journal. And honestly, after what he did for her in that crisis, she's got every right to be in her my man era. Now let's take a moment for Shanice. Baby, she gave us a testimony. She let her walls down, revealed she's been through real struggles, twice broke, homeless at one point, and now her work hustle is her whole identity. So when Hussein looked at her on that date, held her hand and said, "I got you." Tell me why I felt that in my spirit. Shanice did too, because sis had tears welling up in her eyes. But while love was budding for some, others were serving up pure struggle. Let's talk about the ones who were just out here not playing the game right. Wayne and Naeem, these two must have thought they were on vacation, because neither of them seemed to grasp the whole following up and actually dating part of the show. Naeem, sir, you got a number and your first thought was, oh, she gave me a fake one. First of all, what kind of energy are you putting out there that makes you so quick to assume that? Meanwhile, True, the one he was trying to call, is sitting pretty like, boy, you better chase me. She's giving breadcrumb energy, expecting full course pursuit. And then there's Wayne. My guy is out here collecting numbers like a business card hoarder and then doing absolutely nothing with them. Angie was not having it. She called him out quick like, why are you here if you're moving like you got all year to figure this out? Coley co-signs the foolishness and then, in an emotional moment, ties it back to her brother's birthday, saying she's making decisions in honor of him, and just like that, Wayne was off her list. Now let's get into the elimination showdown. Cam, Wayne, Diona, Tay. They were in the hot seat, but really we knew how this was about to go. Cam got the "you're boring" review from Ty and the "I don't do firefighters" block from Diona. But even with that, he still had a fighting chance. Meanwhile, Wayne was looking like a deer in headlights, still not understanding that no text, no date, no effort means no chance. The ladies had to make a choice, and when the dust settled, Wayne packed his bags. And honestly, no tears were shed. But before we close this episode's book, let's talk about something that's been bothering me for a few seasons now, the vetting process. Who is picking these men? Wayne came on this show with the energy of someone who thought he was at a networking event, not a dating competition. If you take a full week to call or text someone you're supposedly interested in, how exactly did you think this was going to play out? If this show is moving at a week per episode pace, then that means Wayne just wasn't there. And look, I don't want to put all of this on Wayne. Naeem, I see you too. But Wayne is a perfect example of why the producers need to bring back those early interviews where the cast actually introduced themselves before they started dating. It would save us all the headache of watching people get confused when they get eliminated for not even trying. At the end of the day, the season is still giving potential. The cast is getting a little more depth. People aren't being thrown into neat little boxes of good guy versus villain, and we're actually getting to see some real connections form. But if we're going to be really ready to love, can we at least make sure everyone on the show understands the assignment first? Hope you enjoyed this recap. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.